Hi folks, it's Natasha from Sassy Scribe, and I just wanted to do a very quick video because I found something out that has absolutely fascinated me that I wanted to share with you guys. So at the moment I'm doing a mindfulness course. It's a couple of hours a week over 4 weeks, and there's like a beginner's course and then there's another course that starts in April. So I'm doing this course so that I can get a much better understanding of what mindfulness is, what mindfulness isn't, and how I can incorporate it into my products, into my weekly self-care top tips. So I'm right at the very beginning of the course, and one thing that I've learned about that's absolutely fascinated me is the attentional blink. So physically, humans cannot multitask. We cannot focus on two things at the same time. Our brain processes everything in a linear fashion, so it'll do one thing and then it'll do the next, and then it'll do the next, and then it'll do the next. What happens when we are multitasking is we are constantly flicking our attention from one thing to the other. The best example I can think of is when you are on the phone, even though you're hands-free and you are driving. The driving is almost on autopilot whilst we're talking, and whilst we're driving, we're not really paying attention to what's being said. So the attentional blink comes in because when we are moving from one task to another, there is a small, tiny pause when we flick from one to the other, and it can be between 0.2 and 0.5 seconds long. So if you are trying to think, if you are watching the TV and you're really into a film and your phone bongs and it's an email, your attentional blink kicks in because your attention is moving from the TV to your phone. So that attentional blink will kick in, and during that teeny weeny period of time, and it is a fraction, you can't, that's more than your attentional blink, your brain isn't focusing on anything. And what happens when you get stressed, when you get overwhelmed, when your anxiety kicks in, that attentional blink gets longer and longer and longer, which I just find absolutely fascinating, that there is a direct correlation between your attention, your focus, your brain essentially, and what it can and can't deal with. So the next time somebody says to you, oh, just multitask it, you can do more than one thing at a time, you cannot. So yes, I just wanted to share that with you because I found it absolutely fascinating, and it will certainly make me be a lot more mindful about when I'm flick-flacking from one task to another, because I don't know about you, I have this really awful habit of I will be doing one thing but I'll be thinking about 5 other things that need to happen all at the same time, and what actually happens is I don't actually focus on the task that I've actually got in front of me. So that's one thing that I've learned that's fascinated me, that I just wanted to share with you, all about the attentional blink. So as I learn more interesting things like this, I may do a couple more videos, but the ultimate goal, I think, is to create a mindfulness ebook. So it will take everything that I have learnt as someone who isn't really into this kind of stuff until recently. I'm not woo, I don't go and sit and meditate on hills, that kind of thing. I don't go to retreats where you sit in silence for 4 days. That isn't me. So yes, I think I'm going to create an ebook all about making mindfulness accessible to everybody. So you may get a few more of these videos. But I'm conscious I've warbled on for nearly 5 minutes now. So yes, as always folks, stay sassy, stay safe.